This is for my $1 trillion a day lawsuit that I got going on versus the U.S. government. Seen the first video I just shot. The first video I just shot is $1 trillion workout. Now this is $1 trillion cooking, and I'll explain why. Now I'll explain why this is $1 trillion cooking, and how can you possibly say that. I'm gonna bring the logic of it and the idea, the logic and the idea together in the story. Like I just started reporting the story. I'm supposed to be reporting, and it's hard to articulate the whole story in one clip or in one take, or hard to articulate in one sentence. It's hard just to put the whole story together. But I've really been letting them off the hook. But they doing so much to me, and they have done so much to me, that is all coming back on them. Which brings me to the point where I can call this $1 trillion cooking. First, I'm gonna explain that I got a $1 trillion lawsuit a lawsuit for each day I spend on probation with the U.S. government. So just like last time, the day I spent with the U.S. government, I sent it to the U.S. Department of Justice. Everybody knows about this brain tapping conspiracy. Well, they actually listening to me right now cook, and they was waiting by the phone for me to call them. Right now, they're so stupid. Now I'm frying rice, as you can see. I'm making some fried rice. Now they answered the phone as soon as I did this to the rice last time. And I was waiting for him on voicemail, waiting for him on hold. I was waiting for him, and they got a brain tapping conspiracy going on, where they interrupting my brain every second of the day, every move I make. They've been doing it the last 3 years that I noticed in jail. Now while I'm cooking the food, like if you leave this on a couple extra seconds, it'll blacken as it just did. And I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it happened because they're fighting for every second of my life, right? So, which brings me, that's why it's $1 trillion a day, because I sent them my lawsuit on paper, warning them to stop what's going on, right? So, but they're not stopping it because they're part of it. So now we got no justice in America because the police has broken the law against me. My enemy is the police, the government who attacked my brain. So now that matches with the reason I remember that, because last time they had me on hold. I got 3 phones. Now I'm looking at a girl on my phone. I'm like, damn. They was listening to me masturbate in jail. So last time, that's how I know now. That's how I know that it's definitely the government behind it. I had it on hold, and as soon as I thought about masturbating, I was in a hotel room. I was looking at a girl on the phone. I thought about masturbating. They answered the phone. Right now, I was waiting on hold like 20 minutes for him on hold. As soon as I poured the thing on my rice to cook my rice, they answered the phone. Like I had the phone over there. They said hello, so I can like mess up. But bottom line is they waiting by the phones for me to call. They have a whole system around me. They waiting by the phones for me to call them. So, but nobody acts like they don't know nothing. They act like they don't know that they're sending me perverted thoughts, that they got this stealth operation around me. But nobody doesn't know nothing. Why they don't know nothing? Because they put it out to ruin my life. They put 500 million around me. My life, I'm a trillionaire, just my life by who I am. They know I'm God, they know I'm Jesus on earth, so they put a dark web, a dark ring of people around me. That's $1 trillion anyway. So now they put $1 billion around me. A billion versus $1 trillion. The world finding out Jesus is here. Jesus is going to be bigger than any CEO, just off me being who I am. So they got $1 trillion to $1 billion. That's nothing. All my friends are high as spies. So $1 trillion to $1 billion is nothing. So now I got the whole neighborhood brought. I got all the neighborhoods I frequent are brought. Everybody around the neighborhood is in on dead relationships, so I can't go nowhere. So I can't do business with nobody. This whole neighborhood is brought. All the neighborhoods I frequent are brought. Everybody spies in the neighborhood. That's how much. Like I said, $1 billion, which you could buy a whole neighborhood for $100 million. The 3 neighborhoods I frequent, so let's say that's $400-500 million. Well, everybody's hired for my relationships not to go nowhere. Now, you can't. Nothing like this can go on if the government is not a part of it. This is way to the White House. This is not even possible. It's not even possible for. Not even possible for them not to know what's going on. So that's the point. They got this dark web around me, and they're pretending like they don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm getting to the bottom of it. I see what's going on. They got $1 trillion. How much worth $1 trillion? They got $1 billion. They got $1 billion around me. And what's the name? Now they got these. They sending gay, evil, homosexual thoughts every second of the day. This is the U.S. government. Now they just sent the thought that they want to eat me. Like the blood of Jesus, the blood of Christ. They want to eat me. They send the thought they want to hide me and kidnap me and rape me. This is the thoughts they sending to turn me off of my business and to turn me off from telling the story. This is the thoughts of fear they sending to me, and they sending them trying to stop my heart at the same time. They got a stealth operation going on where they trying to stop my heart, kill me by heart attack and brain and stroke. And this is the U.S. government doing this. They've been sending homo, gays. They got male police officers was listening to me masturbate and listen to me have sex. That's why I can't get a date. That's why I can't get a woman. Is this conversation? Look at this conversation that I'm having, and look at me. You think there's no way possible I shouldn't have a woman, a nice car outside of the house? Just listen to how I talk and listen to this whole thing that's going on, this whole ordeal going on. A woman can't be with me because the police is listening to me masturbate. They running women away from me. They paid every woman not to mess with me, and a woman won't, in the right mind, won't have sex with me because you got everybody listening. They got a whole step operation where they got bums, sexual offenders hired. They got bums. They got sexual predators. They got all these people hired by the U.S. government. And the U.S. government aware of what's going on. But they don't want to. They're acting like they don't. So they're a part of it. They're a part of it. They acting like it cannot be tied together. Well, they know what's going on. They're not stopping it. Why they not stopping it? I would hate to say that the U.S. government will hire a sexual predator, a sexual offender, and all this and that. So why they not stopping it? Because of my invention, Volcano by Dietrich Daniels, is going to put $1 trillion in the economy. So they're allowing the law to be broken against me. So I'm doing this because I'm not in the business. I'm letting them get in the habit of thinking that it's going to go on and that they could possibly get away with it. So now I'm just recording everything. So now you have $1 trillion cooking. That's my lawsuit sitting on February 25th to U.S. Department of Justice, the Florida, the White House, the Florida Supreme Court, the U.S. District Court in Miami. And all these people know. Nobody's doing nothing about it. Because my company's going to put $1 trillion in the economy and going to make me a billionaire easily. And it's going to lead to social media. So that means I have influence. I'll basically be controlling the world. And they won't be able to really own my company like they did Facebook. So they have that fear of me telling them they can't own my company. So they can't risk me in public. So for that reason, they kidnapped me and put me on house arrest. And everybody's protecting each other to try to steal from me. Everybody's protecting. Everybody's protecting. The big companies, all of them are protecting each other. All of them know what's going on, all of them not doing nothing about it.